Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Thrawn's Revenge 3.3 preview playthrough as the Galactic Empire. We are currently very close to finishing the Eclipse, though I think we are getting attacked on the Heron, because I was saying in the last one, we might just let it play through until the Eclipse gets finished, but then we got the notification of the attack, which I thought that might be a worse thing. But I will continue to build up some of the defenses here. We have this sort of area where we need to push into Mon Calamari. I don't like that fleet just got smaller. Do we have a hypervelocity gun here? Yeah, looks like we do. So, head up. Thoughts on Fall of the Republic single planet playthrough? I don't know when the next single planet start from the ground up situation I'd be doing. Because the CIS one is probably not going to be that. Well, maybe, but probably not. And then, I don't know, like, I'm hoping that Revenge will be soon after that one starts. Or not soon after it starts, but it'd be, like, the next thing we do. Let's get some more of the ships building. We have F your bombers, Grey Ghost. Hey, who stole our Altors? Which, I mean, I stole the Altors actually in the last one. We also have Magic School Bus, Italian Boogaloo. It's Morbin time. It's fine. Alright. We do not have a release date for 3.3. We basically, we never give release dates until we're actually in beta, because there's any amount of things that can either go wrong, people can have more or less time to work on things than we think. It would be entirely pointless for us to try to do a release date before that. Alright, we have our Eclipse, though. Oh shit, I wasn't going to send it over here. I was actually going to send it over to the Heeps planets first.
Awaiting your command.
Where are we going? Okay, get up to... Oh, hello, you're coming to Yagdal? That's gonna be kind of funny. Alright. Let's get some help for the Eclipse in there, at least. And it says they're coming to slay Heron as well. Thank you, Flagar, for a gifted sub. Thrawn on Ubrikia. We can upgrade some of this as well. Because we're not going to be taking every single one of these planets, but we should be going through a lot of them. Damn it, I really wanted to send the Eclipse into the Heeps territory, which maybe we'll have a chance to after this. Is that an isolated planet there? No, they have Endor as well. Come on, aren't you attacking? Okay, fine. I guess we'll send the Eclipse where I wanted to initially and keep the Praetor out here. So we'll have this fresh fleet from Kuat going in to do some Heeps attacks. We also do have Palpatine ready for some of those. Just, I don't know where our other ground forces are. We have them over here. So I'm just going to send them around this way. Where is the Eclipse? No, it has to go the long way because we don't have the Corellian territory. Well, I think for Petrin chat's asking where the EaW devs got the live action image for Kyle from, but I think a lot of them ended up. I don't think they were like live action pictures of people for a lot of them. They seem to be like paintings, or even 3D renderings for a lot of them. But I'm not sure on specifics.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's kill the fleet that's been over Relafon forever. Hello, Black Wolf. We can go from Relafon into Chiruba and Heeps. It doesn't seem like that was going to be a real attack.
Under construction.
They were planning on it, but it doesn't look like it got executed on. I'm not sure whether it was interrupted by the New Republic, because that must have been... Or rather, by the Ariado Authority, because it must have been the New Republic that was attacking.
Choose your reinforcements. Hypervelocity cannon.
Okay, so we got Gladius Ascendant. We have Apocalypse. We have Unhallowed Wings. We have Sua Sponte. We have Nefarious. And Vengeful Spirit. Also sending Here's Gambit. Victory Screech to support him.
Go ahead, sir. I have the target in sight.
So I was thinking that while I'm gone, it'd actually be fewer videos coming out. But if there's 3 New Republic videos left, probably 2 videos we're recording today and 2 or 3 videos from the stream with Mark. That's actually enough that there'd still be daily videos, especially with the CIS making stuff. But that also means when I get home, I should have time to start working on another one of the like edited challenge videos. Exciting. Yeah, I'm gonna save this before I go in, because one of the fun things with Empire at War, which I've talked about a little bit, is like the super laser ability. There's a very high chance if you select the ship and try to use the ability, the game crashes. So unless Petroglyph fixes that at some point, we are going to probably have to find some other way to do it, whether that ends up having to be like Proton Beam or something else. Which is not a good thing to have to do, because Proton Beam only would destroy 1 hardpoint. And like Empire at War doesn't seem to have always done this. It seems to be something that's related to specific hardware, where like Force Lightning can do it as well. But it's not the best to have a major purpose of the ship just fucking die. Am I gonna grow a mullet? Absolutely not. It's not in the plans. Be able to quickly do both of the Haben planet. Well, I'm not sure how big of a fleet they have at either one. Let's start by going into Heeps. But I'm gonna move some of these guys out. Otherwise, we won't be able to actually see Eclipse in the list of ships. Still 426 pop cap, so I can drag out a few more. 365. All right, it should at least all show up in the box. Is it coded similar to the best target? Yeah, it's the same thing as the Eclipse in the base game, which had a super laser ability. But it's a base game problem. It's not something we've introduced.
We've located the enemy.
So we're about to find out. Will it crash when I try to use it here?
Choose your reinforcements.
Well, you couldn't see the Eclipse in the box there because it's a pure black ship. But if I had too many ships, it would have been pushed off the list of ships when I was trying to bring it in. But Gladius Ascendant, Impotent Me Petite Viciousness, Ori Starhammer, Triton's Revenge. Alright, now we're full. Let's take down their mega station. This won't do the whole thing. We should at least get the shields down. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty cleanly the shields down, with a couple hard points afterwards. But are we going to lose the Eclipse in our first battle to a bunch of to a bunch of these betas. That sounds like I'm on a type of YouTube video that I very much don't want to be involved with. With all the betas, they could like, Hapens have a lot of access to ion damage, on top of a lot of access to... well, so the fighters, they have a lot of upfront fighters, which Triton has actually toned down in favor of more reserves, which will make them less laggy to fight in the future as well. But helps with their power distribution a bit. It's like, they would be able to get fighter superiority at the start of the battle without really trying. Luckily, with this many betas, well, they'll be able to take down the shields. I don't think they're going to be able to do much with the hull. Although they have a lot of bombers trying to do that. Thank you, Revenant, for subscribing.
Where'd he go?
12 months. Very epic. All that a year where I'm from. Yeah, I think the Novas have to take priority. Do I want to just retreat? Maybe not. Maybe if once I downgrade the station a little bit. Well, hold on, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm not going to do that yet. The Hapens do get a good amount of garrisons from everything, though, too. I just don't have enough anti-fighter. Though you can kind of see it's thinned out a little bit, because they don't have that much in reserve. Alright, yeah, kill the Novas. Oh, there we go. There's our question. Alright, let's try that again. Oh wait, I went to the wrong planet, but at least now I know which, what they have at both. Maybe this one will go better. I have a bias for up, so Chiruba got it. Okay, dry run then. Dry run.
Choose your reinforcements.
Eclipse. I pop you over here.
I go. I am ready.
All right. Zoop zap. Zoop zap. And it is still Apocalypse. It is Irish Wristwatch. On Hallowed Wings. IPV, not ICUP. Potentially Petite Viciousness. Triton's Revenge. Right, cruising down the street. Alright. This will be a little bit easier than taking on the entire Hapen Armada. Here, I'm just going to try to give the order to go straight in. And same with these ships, but going a little bit more down to this side. So that the Eclipse can kind of take the brunt of everything. We've got a lot of the hard points destroyed coming in on this angle from the Aphelion. AP Helion. No relationship to the League of Legends character Aphelios, but Aphelios. Probably based on the same word. Only ours is pronounced correctly? Not that it's ever said in-game, but if it was said in-game, we'd make sure it's pronounced correctly. Unlike all the people who get angry about Shaq putting an N in Arquitens. Which will absolutely never change, by the way. We have no No matter how many people try to complain about that, we're not
Yes. Attack formation.
changing that. The more people complain, the funnier it gets. Yeah, I'm not gonna box select the Eclipse, because that tends to seem like the biggest possible issue. But I do want this unit.
Pursuing enemy forces.
Okay, I can finally select the Star Destroyer. Yay! Okay, that little blip made me think it was all over again. It's really sad because like that is the function of the Eclipse and Sovereign, and because of a base game bug, we can't really keep it how it is.
I'm hit. I'm running out of maneuvers. I'm losing my engine. Coming around. Come on. Taking fire. Copy.
Like, obviously, the Eclipse is not great for taking on these fleets of smaller things.
We've got them on scope.
We have a... no.
Cruiser ready.
I didn't manage to get in our other fleet tender.
Roger that.
Well, that battle dragon is kind of a threat. Who are you? Right cruising down the street. You're probably not going to stand up to this battle dragon. Why the early stream? So yeah, this is getting recorded a lot earlier than it normally would be, because my sleep schedule for the last few days has been, rather than sleeping for a normal amount of time once per day, I've been kind of, for the last 3 days, just going for intermittent 2-hour naps, and I'm not sure when I'm going to be awake at any point, so I figured this would make the most sense. Star Pellion, go and give some support there.
Gunship reporting. Navigating to coordinate.
Because I'm going to be spending the rest of the time getting ready for heading to Nova Scotia. Mostly working on some quick stuff. If I get ahead enough on the data pad briefs videos for the week, because after this we'll be good on loses, then there is a very high chance I'll be recording some of the history video scripts that I've been writing for like a history Twitch channel. Oh, can we please destroy you?
At your command. Star Destroyer. Our primary engine system is down.
Yeah, this is standing in for the 8 p.m. stream. Unless I get like super far ahead before going, I don't like how much stuff is dying here. What's going on with you, Mr. Battle Dragon? You wanna just die so we can keep our other units safe?
Current commander here.
Reporting in.
I think we need to move this pair of IPVs up more. I don't know where the Lancer we had was, or is. I think it's probably dead.
I fear no one. They're coming in quick.
At least the laser cannons on the Eclipse are picking away at a little bit.
Ready for duty.
Taking fire. Commander, they're hitting us. Where'd he go?
Those bombers are scary. Don't like them.
Reporting.
Roger that.
There's not that many bombers left. Where did they go?
Form up. Awaiting command. Concentrating.
Turn on your firepower there, or concentrate fire, whatever the fuck it is. Power weapons. Okay, I won't risk using the super laser on anything that's still on the map right now.
Awaiting orders.
TIE squadrons.
Copy.
This might even be the last Imperial playthrough we end up doing with the old Eclipse model. The old Eclipse model. The current Eclipse model. I guess it's not old yet. It's still the one being used. That may or may not have its redo finished along with the Sovereign. Those have been kind of underway for a while. They're big undertakings. Because they're big. Alright, that was actually pretty costly considering... Well, we lost a lot of health on everything. We only lost the one unit. But we'll always remember Strike cruising down the street. Okay. So I will save again. Just, I'm going to be overly cautious with the saving while using the Eclipse. It's a sad state of affairs, but it's the state that we live in. Like living in Idaho. I have nothing against Idaho. I've never been to Idaho. That was just the state that felt most fun to make fun of after last night. So once we have the Eclipse finishing off with Heeps and Chiruba here, then I think it'll move south. Because I think there's the highest chance that we come across Delvardis or other similar Ariadu Praetors. Coming up against a Torpedo Sphere would probably be very bad for Palpatine if it's paired with something else that we can't just burst. But the Eclipse going toe-to-toe with some other battlecruisers is kind of going to be its bread and butter. Which is kind of why I wanted to use it against the Hapens here, because that's kind of what that's the role that the Hapen shipyards play. Or Hapen stations, rather, not shipyards. Mon Mothma is dead. They got solaced. The bastards. That's really not good for the New Republic, I think. They kind of needed her. Bad news bears for them. You know what, though? Before we invade,
Constructing unit.
I was going to spam some HK Probots.
Constructing unit.
We're on the move.
Because we need some anti-fighter, and we haven't really used those. So we can also grab Moon Mist. We got Medstar 1, Rock and Stone, Scourge of Icarus. There's the Empire, the new Clone Wars faction. Coruscant, you can get Strike Cruising again. You can get... Oh, did we actually get all of our... Yeah, I think we got all of the Patron units finally. They're invading Liana. Can you please not do that, though? What? I know Liana has the connection to Slumpex, but... Oh, they're Belderon, obviously. Stupid.
Coming around.
How many of those Probots are done? Oh. Yeah, I need to move these guys over. They're all basically sitting out of use because we're not supposed to have most of them. Rip. That's a Golan 2. Hypervelocity gun. Capital Shipyard. Could be fun.
We've located the enemy.
Ready for action.
Well, let's see if we can destroy even one of them.
Cruiser ready.
Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route.
Yeah, because the when I started this playthrough, it was in the pretty early stages of working on the Dark Empire stuff. So it's still not like fully done, but it was even less done at this point. Which is why we had the eras skip directly over Palpatine. Because I think the way I was doing it before, it wasn't handling Palpatine as a regime in the same way in the era setup, and now it's back to doing it that way. Because there's basically it's a state machine. It's a set of scripts that kind of handle all the Empire's government stuff. There's one that's just the government script itself, and another that kind of handles all the era stuff, all the regime stuff. And so it used to be when the regimes were how they were in the last releases, it would iterate through these 7 different scripts. But when I made it Dark Empire, at first I took Palpatine out of that progression and handled all of the Dark Empire stuff through the regular government script. But as it went on, I kind of reversed that and went back to handling it the old way because it made more sense. It was just cleaner to do it that way. But in the process of setting some of that up, some of the progression was a bit weird for a little while. And that's how we got to the situation we live in today. The big problem is the shields for you. Have a couple Carracks. Carracks are nice.
Carrack Commander here.
That'll help get through the shields. Hypervelocity gun is probably going to be enough to take out one of them. The thing is, do I focus down the one that's nearly dead so we guarantee a kill? We kill all the engines on that? Just kind of standing still. Oh. Got a media relations email. I was hoping it was more pictures from the Acolyte announcement. Instead, it was something I didn't care about.
Reporting.
Receiving message. Awaiting orders.
Wasn't even related to Star Wars.
Cruiser here. Location confirmed. Copy. Changing course to intercept.
I think we'll have a pretty big advantage for fighters the whole time here.
I got one.
Because sure, the Home 1 types have some carrying capacity, but we have a ton of IPVs.
What are your orders?
With the setup of arguably way too many IPVs that came with stations, 1.2. We'd be able to keep Thrawn your roster, debug as well. I think we got... Yeah, we still got Thrawn in hut space right now. He's on Eubrikia. You get to keep him.
Laser cannons.
Form up. Advancing. I'm on.
Reporting. Attacking.
Decoding transmission. Weapons ready. Target those lasers. Stay in formation.
What are your orders?
That one is intended. It going straight over to Karnor was not intended, so I'm mostly avoiding using that stuff.
Captain here.
Yes, sir. Direct fire at their laser cannon. Focusing all firepower.
Right, there's the power to shields that we were expecting. We got power weapons on a bunch of them.
Awaiting orders.
Make sure that we kill all their fighters and bombers. We can protect our bombers that way. We're about to get another hypervelocity gun shot onto Manton Wanderer. There's also Manton Wanderer, reported by Manton Wanderer. And finally, we have Wave Song. I was really hoping for the 4 of a kind. I got a little bit undercut by the game slightly functioning as intended once.
Laser cannons.
I've got him.
Getting a line.
I copy. Enemies in range. Spread them up.
Intercepting.
Gun crews make ready. Target locked. Increase power to weapons.
Some shit comedic timing for it there. To work as intended.
Ready, crew. I'm on them. Target the engine.
Stay in formation. Get behind them.
I think it's probably still 3 hypervelocity gun shots to kill that one, which is
Reporting.
not ideal.
Dreadnought
You guys power weapons. We need to make sure that we're killing the...
What are your orders? Come about. Charge laser cannons.
turbo laser hardpoints first. I'm not gonna get reserves.
Getting a lock.
Come on.
Comlink intercepting.
Like, we are pretty significantly dropping their damage with all of this. Problem, though, it was pretty much all the ion cannons that died on this one, which is less than ideal. Alright, let's try to move over on this. IPVs.
Move to attack.
Over this one.
I've got him. Yes, sir. Attack.
Reporting. Come about.
Don't get tricked into attacking the... Oh. No, I mean, if we can get through the shields on you, we can get through both of you. We may as well stick with our plan. But we do need to kill this bro.
What are your orders? Charge laser cannons.
Sir,
Back around. The overlapping is going to make it a bit difficult to go what we want.
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
Maybe it is just one more. Alright, let's try to
Commander here.
move back at least a little bit. Don't want a hypervelocity gun cheat. I might, just to make sure we kill this one.
Heavy cruiser stepping by.
ready. Sir,
Captain here.
we've lost our tempo.
All ahead.
Come on.
Increase power to weapons.
We wasted so much shield damage on that. If it had gone onto this one, then we might even be able to kill
Cruiser ready.
3 of these guys.
Yes, sir.
I don't know how many Home 1 types they have left in the galaxy.
Stepping by.
Okay, don't go too far.
Get behind them.
Try to stay back here, and we can support on the shipyard. This might actually not be one shot. This might be 2. Which is disappointing. Doable, but disappointing.
Captain here.
Ready.
TIE squadron here.
Right, back off onto there. This IPV's
Forward. Draw.
a little bit dead. Just a little bit. And you've been putting out fighters the whole time. You still managed to have a hangar. Fighter base sticking around. Alright, the moment of truth. Hey, it worked. Okay, well, we had our fun. We do have a fleet coming in with 100 pop cap. Plus, we'll have the hypervelocity gun shots supporting that. So, I think we can hold on to it. I think we're closer than they are. No, we're not. Never mind.
Tactical battle imminent.
And now there's this. Oh, we never had a hypervelocity gun on this one. 27 of them. Excuse me. No, actually. I don't think this is a battle we're going to be taking.
There they are. Blast them.
Like, if we had a hypervelocity gun shot, or just hypervelocity gun, not just one shot, I feel like we could do some damage on that,
Your
but
orders. Heading to destination.
without it. Let's try to
Yeah, Commander,
get back to
yeah.
this corner.
orders.
Gladiator at your command. Heading out.
Orders, sir.
What else do they have? They have one Home 1 type, one MC-80B. Gurmbulabos. Jeremy Bouillabaisse.
Reinforcements en
Ready
route.
for command, sir. TIE squadron standing by.
Reinforcements en route.
TIE interceptor here. Ready for battle.
Okay, let's
Reporting.
see if we can do anything about Jeremy Bouillabaisse.
What are your orders? Awaiting your command. We're moving out. Full speed. Move out.
Danny to Star Destroyer reporting.
Cruiser here. Reporting in.
Carrot commander here.
Gonna be pretty protected.
Reporting.
Roger that.
What are your orders?
But if we have a Carrack with our fighters and bombers here, I
Carrot
think
commander
3 squadrons of bombers should be
Cruiser
enough.
online.
Don't
What are your orders?
Your command, sir.
don't be annoying. We're already moving.
Broadside cruiser reporting. Location confirmed. Reporting.
It's kind of getting into the middle,
Ready for orders.
but
Awaiting your command.
I think we can kill him. It just takes some time.
Moving.
Warm up.
What are your orders? Carrick on
I hope
route.
people understand that
Understood.
for the Jimmy Eat World reference that it was.
Carrick en route. Carrick commander
I don't
here.
think anyone listens to Jimmy Eat
Your
World.
command, sir.
I never actively did, but
Cannons armed.
I don't know,
Awaiting orders.
they're not popular anymore.
Attack. Bombers at the ready.
Kids these days.
The lasers.
All power to the engine. Reporting. Attacking.
Okay, this wasn't supposed to be a one bomber suicide mission.
Cruiser here. What are your orders? Come about. Carrick
Um,
commander here. Charge laser cannons.
Okay, you're still okay, Mr. Bombers.
Attack that target. Locking on. Ready to receive engaging the enemy. Where'd he go? I'm losing. Interceptor squad.
We've given up all of our fighter protection against these H-Wings.
Reporting.
Coming around.
Yes, Commander.
Target won't be around much longer.
I'm eliminating target.
Of course, the accuracy of the bombers against the hero isn't going to be great. We did, so I think I've explained this before in videos where
What are your orders?
the accuracy against heroes, regardless of what ship type they're in, is all the same because of limitations on how certain tags work. But at least for SSDs, we're going to be able to change that, because the big reason that they're all the same for heroes is because if we put if we put multiple categories on hero ships, so if it's like Garm gets considered hero, frigate, etc., then when composing the AI's fleets, they'll think, oh, well, I need a bunch of anti-fighter, or I need a bunch of frigates, so I'll take these 6 frigate heroes, and that's fine. But, oh shit, I was hoping to retreat before any of these guys. But,
Roger that.
the
Reporting in, sir.
Attack.
Roger that.
big stacks of hero fleets from prior releases were basically because of that, how that worked. So by changing the categories so that they're just one, so that every hero is just marked as hero, then the AI, we can limit it more on how it sends them in. So you'll just get like fleets of 16 heroes. You can get that on defense if they're all staging from the same area, but when they're attacking, they won't. With SSDs, since like SSDs are so limited as it is, we're going to be able to switch that away. And since they were like the biggest kind of pain point for that, then that should at least help a fair bit.
Another attack.
But it's still going to be an issue for other ships.
My scopes are jammed.
I copy.
And there's a limit on how many categories you can have in the game, which is why we can't just make it so that, like, oh, well, Frigate Hero is a category, and Capital Hero is another category.
Taking fire.
Yes, sir.
Weapons ready.
Fire for maximum effect.
The ion cannons are
Star
on fire.
Destroyer standing by. Engaging. Star Destroyer.
Right, let's see if we can kill an MC-80B, and then we can try to leave.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Yes, Commander. Our target priority is the laser.
And maybe they'll recruit the their replacement hero
Current commander here.
in a different section of the galaxy where it's less of a threat to me, and more of a threat to
We shall be there shortly.
the Ariado Authority.
Shields almost gone.
Reporting. Gladiator at your command. What are your orders?
About to be destroyed.
I don't know that we're going to be able to kill this Liberty before we lose our Tech turn.
Enemy ships. Weapons ready, sir.
I think this is all just an integrated fleet anyway. They're not really part of us.
Direction. Coming back around.
Primary engine system is down. Our launch bay has been disabled.
Nowhere to run. I'm going out of formation.
It's the bombers that I'm afraid of, even though bombers are shit in EWX.
Enemies in range.
Blah, blah, blah.
Taking out the launch bay.
Well, with a failed defense there, but a successful attack over Chiruba, and kind of a failed attack over Heeps itself, I think we are going to leave that episode there for today. Thank you all for watching. We're going to keep going over on Twitch, though. So, hope you're enjoying the series so far as we get towards the end, and hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.